So what I did is we worked with, okay, how about if we add a little bit of fat? How about if we add a little bit of fiber? What if we take some of these things like oat milk and let's sort of switch oat milk, or maybe if you love your oat milk, let's make sure it's really clean oat milk and let's add a little MCT oil in your coffee. And we started to change how a meal was put together. And she went down to about 4 spikes a day. She didn't change really anything she ate. She changed the way that she put a meal together, and then the blood sugar changed, and then her moods changed, and then her weight changed because I taught her blood sugar. That doesn't happen with calories.
How many spikes a day is okay?
I don't know if there's an average spike amount, but let's say that when you get a glucose spike, the most important thing is that it comes down to its pre-glucose amount, pre-meal amount within 90 minutes. So textbook is 2 hours, but I like to say if we can do like an hour and a half where you have a blood sugar spike and within an hour and a half, your blood sugar is right back where it was before you ate that meal, that you're pretty insulin sensitive. If it's taking more than 2 hours for your body to be able to integrate that glucose, now we may have a little bit metabolically resistant, insulin resistant body. So it's your recovery from the meal that matters more than anything else.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. So 90 minutes is what we should be aiming for.
That's my personal standard.
Right.
Like what most doctors will say is 2 hours, but I like it to be a little quicker than that.
Got it. So that's what we should be measuring.
Yeah.
That's what we should be looking at.
And then the other thing is one of the greatest studies done on fasting is 16-8. And Sachin Panda was the leader of that in that study. And what he found is that if you ate all your food in an 8-hour eating window, leaving 16 hours for rest and recovery, that you basically became metabolically immune from the harsh metabolic consequences of a processed diet. So what that meant was I can take all the bad food and I can put it in an 8-hour eating window. And if I give my body 16 hours to rest, then the metabolic system rebooted itself and was able to continue forward without seeing insulin go up and hemoglobin A1C go up and inflammatory markers like CRP go up. So when I look at the spikes, I want to see the recovery of the spike. And then I want to see that part of the day, you're just not eating anything, that there's no spikes.